gunung, sawah, lautan. Negeri ini menyimpan keindahan di setiap jengkalnya, sekaligus ancaman yang mengintai di baliknya. Kami siap melangkah, berjalan dan mengembangkan sayap-sayap kami ke pelosok-pelosok negeri. Bahkan ke tempat-tempat yang tidak ingin Anda datangi. Untuk memetakan berbagai resiko bencana, untuk merekam jejak kerusakan, untuk membangun ketangguhan Indonesia. Kami Sky Volunteer. Terbang tinggi dan tetap membumi.
Hi, my name is Septian Firmansyah. You can call me Septian. I am from Sky Volunteer. Sky Volunteer is a group of volunteers that dedicated their lives for the sake of humanity, for disaster risk reduction, and also for emergency response. Indonesia is a country that faces many risks and hazards. From Sabang to Merauke, we have experienced the disasters: tsunami, flood, earthquake, landslide, and many things. But despite of these many risks and hazards, the disaster management in Indonesia not yet optimizing the use of spatial data, even from satellite or from UAV. Because of that, we create an initiative called Fly for Humanity. Fly for Humanity is our movement, our effort to increase resiliency by optimizing drones and UAV on disaster risk reduction, emergency response, and rehabilitation. With this UAV or drones, we can do spatial risk mapping, aerial damage assessment, and also creating an audio-visual archive of disaster. Not only flying the drones, we do beyond that. We do end-to-end spatial data management. We started this work by planning the flight, doing data acquisition, data processing, data analysis and data visualization, and finally, spatial database advocacy to make sure that this data used by the stakeholders. We started Fly for Humanity since 2018 during earthquake in Lombok. Then we support a group of researchers after Palu earthquake. In 2019 and 2020, we fly at Halmahera earthquake, Bogor landslide, and Sukabumi flash flood. In 2021, we have to fly at 3 disasters at the same time: Sumedang landslide, Kalimantan flood, and Mamuju earthquake. And at the end of 2021, we fly at Semeru eruption. For disaster risk reduction, we support the program at Mentawai Island, southern part of Java Island, and lastly, tsunami ready program at Lebak Selatan. I will share 2 case studies about our past experiences. The case study is landslide in Sumedang, West Java. This city is our hometown, so we can fly and map the landslide one day after the disaster. In a day, we can create an aerial damage assessment to support the search and rescue team, and then we distribute the map to experts so they can analyze it by compare it to previous maps. By doing this, we can understand exactly how many buildings affected. There is one more lesson learned we got from this disaster. This landslide affected no more than 10 hectares area, but the casualties way too big. The total victims of this landslide are 40 people. There are 2 landslides happen at that time, exactly in the same spot. The victims of first landslide are 9 persons. Then, how come there are 31 more victims at the second landslide? Because of our lack of risk awareness. That other 31 became victims during rapid assessment. Some of them are the officers, and many of them are common people who just want to see the landslide. I believe if we did that right after the first landslide and warn people, the officers and also the common people, there will be no unnecessary victims like that. The second case study is Semeru eruption. This is a large-scale operation and the first time we do aerial damage assessment at a volcano. And definitely this is dangerous. The volcano is still active and can erupt at any time. After we assess the condition, we only can fly 3 hours every day in the morning at 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. because there will be sudden changes of weather at noon. So every day we have to wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. and prepare the flight before 6. The area we have to map is so huge, we need more than one team. And luckily, there are many drone teams that willing to join Fly for Humanity. Companies, alone drone pilots, and NGOs just like us. After several days of flight, we map around 4,000 hectares around Semeru. With that map, we can analyze many things and plan for rehabilitation. From these 2 case studies and our past experiences, we have proof that this technology, this UAV, this drone, can help us a lot during disaster management. After all of these stories I have shared, there is a plot twist. Up until 2021, Sky Frontier didn't have a drone at all. So what we did before that? Since 2018, no, even since 2016, we pitched this idea and do networking to many stakeholders in Pentahelix network. That's why in Semeru aerial damage assessment, we got help from everyone. But this is not enough. We have to make sure that this initiative can sustain and last long for a longer time. So currently we try to shift our social movement into social enterprise so we can generate income. This is the story of Sky Frontier and Fly for Humanity. Thank you. Fly high and keep down to earth.